Did you say in your documentary that the government had its own
Drug company.
lab or drug company? Yeah. So
Yes.
again, who makes money from it? Uh,
Yeah. And money, I think, is part of it. But all of these doctors that are holding this back are the ones who would benefit from this financially. It's in their interest because if they approve it, all the hyperbaric doctors can now treat everybody with traumatic brain injury and PTSD. And it would be good for their bottom line. But to do that, they've got to admit they were wrong. And I really think that's part of it. They're also influenced by the military in that the military does not want to pay for it. But the key thing, one of the studies that was done by an Army colonel, the man who was the CEO of the United States Department of Defense's drug company, stood up at a meeting, well, and announced that he was the CEO. But he was the author of one of those studies that was done, the hyperbaric studies.
The studies done by the Department of Defense were done by and overseen by CEO of the Department of Defense's drug company. In June of 2013, at the annual scientific meeting, Dr. stood up in front of the audience and introduced himself as the CEO of the Department of Defense's drug company. There was pin drop silence in the room. Everybody was stunned. And he chuckled. Yes, I bet none of you knew the DoD has its own drug company. We, in fact, design, synthesize, test, and implement drugs.
And in the study, they couldn't explain why the group that got that lower pressure dose did so well and equal to the oxygen group that in there they wrote, we cannot believe that such a low dose could have an effect on the brains of injured soldiers. We could not believe. And that's the basis of it, is their belief system. So yes, there's a money end of it, and the military are very much involved with that. They don't want to pay for it. They don't want the VA to pay for it, because if they did, it comes out of their budget, which is for munitions and training and pensions and everything else. They're not in the business of healthcare.